Welcome back, folks. Here at Two Casa Style, we are celebrating National Reading Month, and we're kicking it off here today with a local author. We're talking here with Jean Lessard, who is a retired entomologist and ecologist for the U.S. Forest Service. And you've written a pretty interesting book, Grandfather's Tale. Okay, so this is a book that sort of talks about human evolution, but from an ecologist's standpoint, which is kind of interesting. So, Jean, first of all, thank you for joining us. Thanks for writing this book.
You're welcome.
What are we going to see about the sort of history of our evolution through your lens?
We're really a product of our environment. There's a concept in ecology called ecotone or edge, and we basically live on the edge. Those folks that live in the middle, that the specialists have always been the ones that died out. The ones that live on the edge are the ones that have to be innovative and creative in finding food. So as an example, if both of us eat apples, and you eat apples exclusively, and you live in the middle where all the apples are, and I live in the edge, I don't get very many apples. When the environment changes and the apples die, I move on. You die with the apples.
So it really becomes our ability for adaptation to our environment.
It's how we respond to environmental change, and it's the innovators, the people who aren't living as well, but are innovative in finding resources wherever they can find them, are the ones that move on. And the whole history of our evolution is about environmental change and responding to that
our
change.
adaptability to it. Now, Jean, how far back do you go into the human history in this book?
I go back about 7 million years.
Wow.
That's when we first stood up, and that was a fairly important event, but certainly not the most important event.
Gotcha. What would you say is the most important evolutionary event?
Yeah, I think it's when we started cooking food.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, probably about 1 million years ago.
Okay.
We harnessed fire. We learned to bring it into a cave to help warm us. We also learned to cook our food. Cooking our food released a lot of nutrient value, particularly protein, and it allowed us to build a bigger brain.
Gotcha.
And that bigger brain, it actually doubled in size in a fairly short period, 1 million years, period of time.
Wow.
And it was that increase in brain that led to creation of language, to increased consciousness, to all the social aspects that we see now.
Wow.
Kinship relationships, all of that.
Really interesting stuff. Really makes us human.
Yeah, it's what makes us human.
Yeah,
And that's the point of the whole book is, who are we?
Who are we? Yeah. So now you've got a book signing event coming up that I want to make sure that folks know about. So can you tell us very quickly about this book signing event?
Now, I've got a whole series of them at Hastings throughout the month on Friday evenings from 6 to 9. The one coming up is the one at Coors and Montano on the west side. It'll be this Friday from 6 p.m. till 9. The rest of them, you can actually check the journal. The book page of the arts section of the journal will show where I'll be. But I'll be in Santa Fe, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Okay.
And again in town here each Friday.
Fantastic, Jean. Really interesting and a very huge topic you've taken on here, sir. I appreciate you coming in, and of course we will have links to Jean's book on our website at casa.com under the Style tab, and have links to the information so you can go out and meet him firsthand. Get one of these signed by the man himself.